Hello and welcome to today's video. I am going to be sharing with you 4 steps for structuring your coaching sessions. If you are a new coach, this is going to be really helpful for you. And even if you've been coaching for a while, this structure is really going to help you plan your sessions in advance and have a really great system for leading your clients from where they are now to where they want to be. So let's jump into this video. I'm going to keep it as short and sweet as possible for you. You may want to get a pen and paper so you can write these steps down, because I literally have 4 steps for you that I'm going to walk you through on exactly how to structure your coaching sessions. This is exactly what I wish I had when I first started coaching. When I started coaching, I didn't know what to do in a coaching session. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to talk to my clients. I didn't know exactly how to get them from point A, so where they are now, to point C, D, wherever it is that they want to be. I knew the path that they would need to take, but what to actually do in the coaching sessions to help them get there, that was what I didn't know how to do. I couldn't find it anywhere. No one was really telling me these things. I couldn't figure it out. So I have these 4 steps that I have created and refined over the past years of my coaching. And I'm going to share them all with you right now. Let's just jump in. Okay, so the very first thing that you want to do is identify the real problem. You want to make sure that you are clear on what the problem is and that you're not dealing with side effects. Often a client will come to you and they will tell you what their problem is, but most cases, whatever they say the problem is not what it is. There is usually something deeper going on, something deeper that is causing these symptoms that your client is saying is the problem, right? So you need to use powerful questions. This is where really powerful questions are essential. This is where listening skills are essential. This is where it's really important that you are able to understand what is going on in your client's mind by the words they are using, because the words that your client use to describe the problem is actually them describing what's going on internally for them. It's their representation of the problem, not the actual problem. So this is where asking powerful questions so you can get to the root cause of the issue, making sure you're treating the actual root cause, not the side effects, is essential. Step 2 is the change work. So now by this point, you have spoken with your client a fair bit, you've gone through the discovery phase, you've really helped them uncover what's going on for them, you're asking powerful questions, you're really getting them to talk a lot. So in the first step, they're going to do a lot of the talking. They're going to do most of the talking. You're going to be just asking questions. Then you can move into step 2, which is the change work. This is where you can use tools like NLP, which stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And I have it where you can use tools like NLP, like hypnosis, which is one of my favorite things to use with my clients. It's also one of my favorite things that I use when I need to move through something or install a new belief or get rid of a limiting belief or something like that. You can use time techniques, which is super powerful for going into your subconscious mind's representation of a belief, of an experience, and getting really important lessons from that so that you can move on, or so that your clients can move on. Also, you can use things like EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. This is tapping. So this is the change work phase. This is really where we are helping your clients create the deep subconscious transformation so that they can have lasting change. This is where it's really essential that you're doing subconscious work, because meditation is great, journaling is great, affirmations, they're okay, but all of these tools work on the surface level. They just work on the surface level and they may have an impact, but it takes a really long time and a lot of repetition for these kind of surface level things to create any sort of change at all. For any change to be like really quick and long lasting and easy and feel like nothing has actually changed, but it actually has created a huge change, you need to do the work at the subconscious level, because all of our beliefs are held at the subconscious level. So in order to create new beliefs, we have to create beliefs at the subconscious level. To change old beliefs, we have to do this at the subconscious level as well. It's really, really important. And that is what NLP and hypnosis, EFT, time techniques do. We really, really are creating change at such a deep level. Whatever tools you have available to you right now, that's okay. If you're not sure about NLP, hypnosis, if you don't know these tools yet, that's okay. There's a few things that you can do. You can use the tools that you already have and already know and are already implementing and using with your clients. That's okay. That's totally fine. Just we're going through the process here. So just making the third step. This is a really, really fun step. Now that you've done this change work with your clients, you've helped them create that lasting change at the subconscious level, they're doing the work, you're helping them blast through their limiting beliefs, creating new beliefs, they're going to have a new model of the world. This means that the way that they see the world, the way that they see themselves in the world is going to be different. They're going to have a different perspective now that things have been changed at such a deep level for them. So now what you get to do is help your client create new possibilities. They have a new outlook on the world. Now what's possible for them? What becomes possible for your client based on their new perspective, their new beliefs, their new way of looking at the world, the new way of thinking about themselves. You get to help them be really creative here. What's possible for them now? And this is as easy as kind of going through a list. You can do this over a few different sessions. You can help them really, really discover what's available to them now with this new perspective. I really, really love this part of the coaching. And like I said, this part maybe you can do over a few different sessions. You don't have to do it all in the one session unless you can get through it in the time that you have together. That's totally okay. And our fourth step is embodying success. This is where you help your client embody the success that they want to create for themselves. Whatever that is, if it's financial success, if it's success with their weight, if it's success in their job, family, relationships, whatever success means to your client, now that they have this new model of the world, they have created new possibilities, now they're going to embody the success. They are going to create an action plan. You're going to help them create an action plan. You're going to help them come up with the very specific steps. Not basic steps, not, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym more. No, that does not cut it. When are they going to the gym? How are they going to get there? What do they need to set up in order for them to be successful at achieving their goals? Do they need to get their gym clothes ready the night before? Like literally get really, really specific. So I like to ask my client, what specifically are you going to do differently now? And we can come up with a few different things. And then I like to ask, how specifically are you going to do that? So for example, if your client says, when we ask what specifically are you going to do differently, they might say, I'm going to post on social media more. Then they might have a few other things, and then you're going to go through each of the lists. You're going to say, how specifically are you going to post more on social media? You're going to get really, really detailed there. If your client says, I'm going to apply for more jobs, how specifically are you going to apply for more jobs? Because we need them to come up with action steps that are measurable. We really want to be able to say, yes, we've done that. No, we haven't done that. Yes, this led me closer to my goals. No, this didn't lead me closer to my goals. I learned a lesson here. I know not to do that next time. I learned a lesson here, and I know that I need to do this differently next time. We need to get really, really clear on what specifically they're going to do and how specifically they're going to do it. Okay, so let's recap on all of our steps for structuring your coaching sessions. The first step is to identify the real problem by asking powerful questions. The second step is to do the change work. This is where we're creating that change at a subconscious level. The third step is to create new possibilities with your client based on the new model of the world that they have. And the fourth step is to embody success. Get really clear on what specifically they're going to do differently now and how specifically they're going to do it. And